My human self presents to me many challenges that burden me. My heart center shines and calls to me. This is who I choose to be. Sometimes lessons.
Welcome to the Vibrational Alchemy Podcast. This is Penny Fisher, and we are so glad you are joining us for this week's episode. Hello, beautiful, beautiful souls. I don't know if you're as excited as I am to be starting. I guess it's actually the third in the series of our Divine Feminine Archangels. First one was an introduction. That was episode, I think, 49. And last week in episode 50, we got to meet Archangel Faith and learn a little bit about her, experience her energy, and learn about her divine masculine counterpart, Archangel Michael. And so this week, we are going to immerse ourselves in the second ray or flame, second sacred ray, which is the ray of illumination and wisdom. Now, the color associated with that is yellow. And if you're catching this on YouTube, you will notice I do not have yellow on. I don't own anything yellow. How is that possible? So this was the closest I could come. But we're really, really going to sit with those beautiful energies this week. I want to start with just a really quick overview and a recap in case you missed the last two episodes about the angels, who they are and what they are. You can go get much more information. I go much more into depth in episode 49. I want to do also a quick recap about these 7 sacred rays or 7 sacred flames, so you know what we're talking about as we go. And then I'd like to introduce you to two beautiful and beloved beings, Archangel Jophiel, who is the divine masculine archangel, who is associated and carries the energy of the second ray of illumination, and his beautiful divine feminine counterpart, Archangel Clarity Christine. And she's got quite a message for us today, so buckle up. All right, my sweeties. So what are the archangels? The archangels and angels in general are messengers of God. That is how their name translates. Comes from a Greek word angelos, which means messengers. And these are beings who have nothing but love in their beings, in their fields. They are pure source energy. They exist to bring the love of source in whatever way you experience that love, to bring that love of source to all of humanity, to infuse us and all of the earth plane, and in fact, it is my belief, all of the omniverse, with this beautiful love of source. The archangels are the primary messengers of source energy. They hold a very special place. They are the highest ranks. I think, fact check me on that one, I could be wrong. But these are just beautiful, powerful beings. And we'll talk in a minute about the 7 rays and why we're talking about these 7 archangels. Because the beauty of archangels and angels in general is that they do not belong to any particular religious framework or belief. You can find them literally across the gamut. They exist everywhere, and whether you subscribe to any particular belief system or not, I tell you what, the angels don't care. All they want is to help you. They want to help you to be the best version of you that you can be by helping you remember who you really are, which is an aspect of God, source, creator, creatrix, all that is. Now, angels, my darlings, do not have gendered energy, right? They hold energies that we identify as divine masculine and that we would identify as divine feminine. And again, I've got a podcast where I do a much deeper dive on those energies. You can check that out. But the best way that I can describe archangels is if you think of an archangel, the archangels of the, for instance, second ray as a coin. And if you look at the coin has two sides. One side, in this case, holds divine masculine energy, the energy of movement and action and motion. And the other side of the coin holds the energy of the divine feminine, the energy of creativity and sometimes creative chaos and gathering and stillness and gestation and birth. Okay. So there's an author, her name is Calista, Calista. She's written an amazing book called The Feminine Angels, Evolutionary Teachings to Heal and Empower Your Life. And I know I shared this last week, but I'll share it one more time. This quote is perfect to describe how these angels and archangels function. She says, much like a coin has two sides, but is still one coin, an angel has two sides too. Both aren't separate beings, but divine reflections of the other, which means invoking one aspect always gives rise to the other. So whichever aspect of, for instance, the second ray of illumination you invoke, Archangel Jophiel or Archangel Clarity Christine, you will have both of those energies available to you simply by calling on the angels. Because remember, the angels want more than anything to help you. They are, however, bound by the law of free choice, free will choice. So we need to call on them in order to allow them into our space. All right, the 7 sacred rays. In a nutshell, the way that my guides explained this to me is that source energy has existed in perpetuity, right? And source wanted to know itself. And source, as pure light and pure love, chose to send itself through what my guides call the prism of creation. And as source sent itself through this prism of creation, the light that was source refracted into 7 different colored rays. Now, I mentioned this last week. I have been reading and hearing from my guides that there are actually way more than 7 rays. But these are the primary rays that we have learned about and been gifted information about. So that's what this series is going to focus on. Okay. And each one of these rays holds a very unique vibration. So last week we talked about the blue ray of the power of source. This week we're going to talk about the yellow ray of illumination and wisdom. And so different archangels, different ascended masters, different crystals and stones, different Elohim are all associated with each of these rays because their primary function is to bring through that energetic vibration, that energetic resonance of source to assist us on our journey back to oneness, to wholeness, and to completeness. Okay. So as we've also mentioned, this second ray, the main qualities of the second ray have to do with wisdom and illumination. They also very much have to do with gaining a sense of clarity around the understanding of the unconditional love of the cosmic Christ. Now, I want to pause here for a minute. When I talk about the cosmic Christ, I am not talking about religion. I'm not talking about Christianity, I'm not even necessarily talking about the beautiful avatar who walked on this earth. I'm talking about an energetic signature that it is and encompasses and radiates the energy of pure unconditional love. So much love that truthfully, we as humans almost can't comprehend it. Okay, so I think Clarity Christine in the message that she offered for us is going to talk a little bit about her name as an aspect of that cosmic Christ consciousness. And part of the way that we get there to this deep understanding, this deep remembering of who we are, the clarity around who we are, is by deepening our connection to source energy through our divine I am presence, through this aspect of ourselves that has not incarnated, but remains in the ethers, in the energy of unconditional love, and helps us and guides us and informs us. Okay. As you can guess, also our corresponding chakra for this ray is the crown chakra, right at the top of your head, where we receive all of this information in this beautiful yellow light. Some of the stones and crystals that are associated with this ray are tiger's eye, golden topaz, azurite, aquamarine, selenite, rose quartz, of course, right? Pure, unconditional love. All right. And Archangels Jophiel and Clarity Christine are the archangels who most profoundly hold the energetic resonance and vibration of this ray. All right. So there we go. Let's dive in and meet the archangels. I love these beings so much. So let's start with Archangel Jophiel. It's interesting. I have worked with this archangel for many years and experienced this energy as divine feminine energy. And yet, Archangel Jophiel in the literature is referred to as an aspect of the divine masculine energetic. I share that with you, my darlings, because I think it's really important as you get to know these archangels to have your own experience of them. And whatever it is, just trust it. Just go with it. Okay? Archangel Jophiel's name means beauty of God. And when I think about and connect with this archangel, I think about a beautiful yellow flower just opening and radiating light. That is the way that I connect with this archangel. I don't see angels as beings with wings. That's just me. It's the way I have always connected with the archangels. Again, you'll have your own experience. Archangel Jophiel radiates this profoundly beautiful yellow light to illuminate the parts of ourselves that, and this is going to sound a little crazy, so stay with me, the parts of ourselves that are the perfection of our divine blueprint. And that sounds wild. Usually we think about support from source in illuminating the aspects of ourselves that we're afraid to look at, the shadow parts, the dark parts. And that is still absolutely true. I think there's another place where we are terrified of our own brilliance. We are frightened for whatever reason. Maybe it's the level of responsibility that we have to take on. Maybe it's that if we let ourselves believe that we really are that beautiful, that perfect, that divine, that at some point that belief is going to get debunked and we're going to be left, in pieces on the ground, just devastated. Whatever the reason is, we don't have to be afraid of our brilliance. We don't have to be afraid to let it shine. And as Archangel Jophiel and Archangel Clarity Christine shine their beautiful yellow light into our hearts, into our souls, into the very blueprint of our DNA, we begin to light up and we begin to radiate even more. We're able to access a different level of mental clarity, creativity. We are going to feel lighter and brighter because we are allowing ourselves, with our newfound clarity, our newfound understanding, we are allowing ourselves to step into the fullness of this beauty that is our innate perfection. And when the shadow sides rear their heads, and they will, anger, frustration, fear, grief, uncertainty, doubt, you name it, that light inside us is so bright. And if it's not, we can call on these archangels to shine their light to help us. And then the brightness of this inner light actually helps the shadow pieces to remember that just like divine feminine and divine energies are two sides of the coin of one angel, so the shadow and the light are two sides of the one coin that is us. Shadow and all of those heavy emotions are just love that have forgotten that they are love. And so just like a child who maybe has become scared, we help them remember what it feels like to not be scared by gathering them to us, by hugging them, by loving them. And this is what we do with the shadow self. And we're able to do this by amplifying our inner light and gaining clarity around who we truly are. I want to share one other very cool thing. As I was preparing to teach a course on these angels of the seven sacred rays, I came across Stuart Pearce's book called Angels of Atlantis. And I found out that Archangel Jophiel, and then, of course, by extension, Christine Clarity, that they are associated with the planet Saturn. And check this out. I want to share something with you, a quote from the book that I thought was really cool. He tells us the planet Saturn, from which Jophiel draws so much energy, governs the galactic energy that manifests the law of liberation. Saturn has the ability to help us focus, concentrate, and work out our karma. Saturn indicates what work we have to do to become lighter and therefore to liberate ourselves from the cycle of repeated lives that occur until we receive the message and expiate the actions of the past. In this special regard, Saturn interrelates and serves the great Jophiel with its beautiful yellow rays. So part of this is actually, my darlings, about clearing karmic debt as well, right? It lets us look at the places where old beliefs, old patterns, old paradigms, old conditioning have taken root, and how we can bring in the light to clear all of those until every minute of every day we are choosing nothing but love. So that's Archangel Jophiel. And now let's meet Archangel Clarity Christine. She was very clear about her name. In some of the literature I had read that her name was Clarity and some Christine. And as I was sitting with her, I said to her, I'm very confused. And she said, why either or? These two names carry my vibrational, my energetic signature. And she asked me to use them both. And so I will. Her superpower is helping you remember that you are loved. And in spite of and throughout your experience in human form, she is here to help you to remember that there is nothing that you can do, there is nothing that you can say or think or feel that will change the truth of who you are. You are love and you are loved and you are worthy of that love. You are worthy of the unconditional love of source energy. She wants to help us have crystal clear clarity around this. And if we connect this to the world of science, believe it or not, the world of of quantum physics, we can understand a little bit more why this is so important. We know from the world of the quantum that because everything vibrates and that which vibrates attracts to it things that vibrate at the same rate, that we actually create our reality by what we choose to see and how we choose to see it in the world. I don't want to go into too much detail here because we'll be here for 3 hours. But what I do want to remind us all of is that the way that you see yourself creates who you are and what your experiences will be as you navigate this human journey. If you see yourself as less than or unworthy, or organized religion would have us believe that we are sinful, then that's what you are. Archangel Clarity Christine wants you to know to the depths of your being that you are love. And if you see yourself that way, then you create that as your reality. And in doing so, in sending out that vibration, you attract to you people, experiences, resources that will help you navigate your life with more balance and ease. She will help us find those places where we doubt ourselves, where we judge ourselves, where we have forgotten who we are. So Archangel Jophiel shines the light to wake up our remembering of how beautiful and perfect we are. And Archangel Clarity Christine then brings up all of the gunk so that it can receive the light of your beautiful heart and be transformed into alignment with unconditional love. We come to understand through working with this archangel the essence of our own Christed selves. And again, I'm not talking about religion. I am not talking about a being. I am talking about ourselves as the embodiment of the Christ essence as a spiritual teacher of love, unconditional love. So the more that we gain clarity around this and the more that we truly, truly accept that this is who we are, The more we can step into this without reservation, without false humility, right? Just a few weeks ago, we dropped an episode on genuine humility. The more we can do this, the more our light will shine. And my darlings, this is how we change the world. We change the world by sending out a vibration that wakes other people up, other beings up. If they choose to become in alignment with that, great. If they don't, great. That's not our concern because their journey is not ours. Our work is to bring heaven to earth. Our work is to expand our capacity to hold the light, to hold love to such an extent that it spills out from us, from our very pores. And we become these beacons of hope to people who are stuck in anger, stuck in fear, stuck in judgment. And again, what they choose to do with our light, that's not up to us. Our work is just to be the channel and hold the space. So I'd like to wrap up our time with a beautiful message from Clarity Christine. It's a little bit long. So let's start by getting all settled in. Get yourselves comfortable. Eyes open or closed, whatever works best for you. And as always, my darlings, if you are doing something that requires your undivided attention, like driving or walking or caring for someone, I would invite you to pause this podcast and start it again when you are in a place where you can give this your undivided attention, or just let this message flow over you. Again, staying focused on what it is that you are doing in the moment so that you stay safe. Bring your attention now to the flow of your breath in and out of your nose, allowing your inhale to deepen as you fill your body with beautiful life-giving oxygen, and allow your exhale to lengthen. Beautiful. And just stay with this beautiful deep inhale and exhale for 3 or 4 breaths. And with each breath, allow yourself to drop deeper and deeper into your heart. And I have to tell you that I have my eyes closed at this moment, and I just keep seeing these brilliant balls of yellow light. So the angels are with you, my darlings. Feel yourself drop down into your heart, your sacred heart chamber, this place that is uniquely yours, and rest here for a moment, giving yourself time to notice the surroundings, the furnishings, the decor, and to feel completely relaxed, supported, and loved. As you rest in this sacred heart chamber, you notice a portal, an open spinning space of diamond light. And you invite now this diamond light to flow into your sacred heart space. This is the diamond light of the cosmic matrix, the unconditionally loving light and energy that flows from the cosmic heart. Allow it to fill your sacred heart chamber now. Rest and breathe as you allow it to infuse you. Breathe it in, allow it to seep in through your skin, through your pores. And just notice how good it feels to receive this. And as you rest here, you notice that there is a light in front of you that begins to coalesce from the flow of diamond light. As you watch, the energy begins to form into a beautiful beacon of yellow light. Trust your experience. The light might coalesce for you into a being of beautiful yellow light. You might be shown an image. You might experience words or just the light, or you may see nothing and just have a feeling. Whatever it is, know that it is right for you and trust it. And as this light grows and amplifies, you feel your heart open. This is the energetic signature of beloved Archangel Clarity Christine. And as you allow yourself to rest now and to connect with her, she offers you this message. Bring your attention to my name, beloved ones, Clarity Christine. All that is needed to connect with me is contained within these two words, Clarity Christine. When shortened, you see the word Christ. It is no coincidence that I serve with my beloved counterpart, Archangel Jophiel, on the second ray, which hold the vibrations of the colors yellow and gold, for these are the colors associated so often with the loving, energetic reality of the Christed One. The essence of this being is simply unconditional love. The avatar you know as Jesus walked among you in human form to make accessible to you the reality of existing in this way, pure, unconditional love, and to reawaken within you the memory of the blueprint of your divine perfection. His time in human form illuminates a pathway for those who are ready. And yet your experience of this being is only one aspect of a vast and infinite consciousness within which is held a vibration more pure than you can grasp at this time, although each of you are well on the pathway to reconnecting with its unlimited power. This is the vibration that is of the stars and of source beyond the memory of time. It resonates through the void, emanating oscillations of a love so pure that from its resonance, all things are brought into form. This vibration is the essence of the infinitude of the omniverse, transcending all human constructs of space and time, connecting and weaving, supporting both contraction and expansion, and infusing all that is with its pure frequency of unconditional love. This is the consciousness of the cosmic Christ, and it not only lives within each of you, it is you. The clarity that I offer you is in knowing all aspects of self more deeply and clearly, so that you may remember and reawaken to your true divine essence, pure, unconditional love. When you call upon us, we shower you with golden essence. You may equate it with what you call pixie dust. That will both clear the cobwebs of doubt and self-imposed limitations and reconnect you with your inner guidance system that has always been within you, but may have been in sleep mode. We shine the light that you may walk the path back to your true Christed self and allow your inner light to be a beacon of hope and guidance. The clarity that is offered in support of your awakening Christed self is available to you even in matters that are seemingly inconsequential. Call upon me as you decide which foods will nourish your human body and raise your vibrational pattern. As you choose your clothes each day, finding the colors and designs that will uplift and support you in that specific moment. As you consider whether to spend time with friends or family, even though you want nothing more than to stay home in peace and quietude. Or even as you bring forth thoughts and speech in your daily interactions that have the power to deeply affect your vibration and the vibration of those around you. For my clarity will lead you continuously back to self, back to your Christed essence. It is no coincidence that my counterpart, Archangel Jophiel, also holds a deep resonance of divine feminine energy, just as I offer clarity on many of the aspects that you typically associate with the divine masculine, specifically action and discernment. We truly hold within us the integration of both these energetics, offering you a vision of the non-duality of unconditional love, the fullness of the balance between creativity and action, between form and force, all from a place of deep trust that allows full surrender into your reality as a Christed one. For this is who you are, beloveds. You are light. You are love. You are the infinite power and wisdom of the second ray of illumination. So call on me for clarity. Call on Archangel Jophiel to reveal the pristine beauty of your Christed self. It is our greatest fulfillment to support you on your journey, for we desire only that the love and light of the cosmic Christ be reignited within all beings, and your willingness to be a conduit and partner in this work brings us tremendous joy. We see you, we honor you, and we are with you always and in all ways. I am Archangel Clarity Christine, and it is so. And as you, my darlings, connect more and more often with Archangel Clarity Christine, you will come to know her energy. So she invites you to make some time every day to just sit and bring in the yellow light. Just get to feel her and know her. Talk to her throughout your day as you would talk to a dear friend. She's always there. All you need to do is ask her. Because what she wants, as she said, more than anything, is for you to remember who you truly are. A perfect divine being of love and light. I am, as always, grateful beyond words to each of you for joining me for this episode. I am Penny Starhart. This has been the Vibrational Alchemy Podcast. And until we are together again, remember always that you are loved and you are loved.